Anna. Hello, everybody. Ciao, Manuela. Guten Abend, Karen. Salut, Fanny. Hello, Anna. And hola. Hi, Angela. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see that I was able to connect. I'm a little bit late getting started because, once again, my iPad wouldn't work. So I am back on my phone. Hope you all can hear me okay. And yes, Shazad, hi. Yes, the week has gone by already. Time just evaporates. It's April already, believe it or not. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how fast the year is going. Hello, Isa. Welcome. Yeah, I haven't seen you here for a while. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Ernesto. Guten Abend, Sabina. And hi, Jenna. Welcome to everybody. Ciao, Gabriella. Welcome to everybody. Hey, CJ. Yes, Baby Yoda earrings for two reasons. Two reasons today. First of all, my son bought me these earrings and it is his birthday today. So this is my way of kind of keeping him close to me, even though I can't see him today on his birthday. And secondly, it's Mandalorian night. I don't know about you guys, but Wednesday nights, we get new episodes of The Mandalorian. And I am a big fan, and so yes. So hence the baby Grogu earrings. So welcome to everybody who's here. I'll sort of dive right in instead of doing a roll call. I mean, just know that I see you all coming in here, and even though I'm not going to spend a lot of time saying hi individually, I watched back one of the old ones and it seemed like I spent a half an hour saying hi to everybody. So I thought maybe that's boring to the people that watch this on a replay instead. So I'll sort of skip over that. But I do see you all, and I am so glad you're all here. And like I said, hola, salut, ciao, guten Abend, cześć, marhaban, shalom, aloha, and lots of other languages that have escaped me right now. You're all welcome. I'm glad you're all here. This is the Mika Fan Club Instagram Live. This is week 4.14, the fourth year, the 14th live gathering that we are doing. And that kind of blows me away that we've been doing it for that long. But we started when the pandemic started, and we're sort of in that fourth year of the pandemic. So I guess that makes sense. So yes, like I always say at the beginning of every live, happy birthday to anybody who is celebrating or has just celebrated. Like I know Priska just had a birthday. Happy birthday to you. A couple other people I think recently had birthdays. Hope you had a good celebration. If you're celebrating in the next week or two, I hope you have a chance to get together with family and friends. Happy anniversary to anybody who's celebrating any kind of milestone. Happy Passover. I believe Passover starts tonight. Happy Ramadan to those who have been observing during this month. And happy Easter to those who will be celebrating this weekend. I'll be traveling to see my parents and celebrate Easter with them. It's spring. Happy spring to everybody. And it is definitely time for celebration. I think we've come out of the winter and we're moving into the most beautiful time of year, I think. And yeah, it's a really, really warm day. We've had a couple really nice days here. It's 85 today, which I think is like around 31 or so centigrade. I'm reading Anna's comment. It was supposed to be a short-term live meetings, like a short-term pandemic. Well, the pandemic is pretty much over, yes. But we are still here. So I hope that's okay for everybody, that you all keep coming back. Let's see. CJ says she's got so much chocolate in the house right now. She's prepared for Easter Sunday. Believe it or not, I don't have any right now because my husband has not been eating sweets for Lent. That was the thing that he gave up. Those of you who are Catholic know what I'm talking about. We give up something that we love, sacrifice something for the 40 days or so of Lent. And he gave up sweets because he really is a sweet tooth person, and it's killing him. So I didn't buy anything yet, but I am going out tomorrow, and I'll buy stuff for Easter baskets and lots of goodies to put in. What do you put in your Easter baskets, everybody who does Easter baskets? We do lots of chocolate and jelly beans and lots of candy like that. Sometimes novelty candies that are made into different shapes, chocolates made into different shapes. I know in the UK you have the Easter eggs that are filled with things sometimes, or sometimes hollow. We don't do that as much. We have bunnies, chocolate bunnies, and we have little or smaller eggs that are filled with like cream filling. But I'm just curious. Anyway, so happy Easter if you are going to be observing that. So let's see, lots of people coming in. I'm glad to see you all here. I recognize most of your names, but a few are new. And if you don't know me, my name is Deb. I'm the administrator of MikaFanClub.com, our website. And if you do not go over to our website ever, please do check it out and sign up for a free account, and then you can have access to the whole site and be a bona fide Mika Fan Club member. We have a lot of interesting discussions about Mika and other things over there. Please do join if you haven't already. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for my son. He is off to a baseball game today. Since the weather is so nice, he took the day off of work and is going to see baseball with some friends. So I'm not going to get to see him probably until the weekend. So, so what are you all up to? Are you getting ready for the weekend? Chocolate eggs and chocolate bunnies, Karen says they have in their Easter baskets. Mickey says she got her Easter present already today. What is your Easter present? Let's see. CJ says she always buys the weird chocolate shapes. She has a dinosaur and a shark. Yeah, there is one candy chocolate company that is close to where my parents live. It's, I think, some of the best chocolate because I guess I grew up with it, so I love it so much. And they do all different shapes from, things like a hockey puck to lots of sports stuff because Pittsburgh is a big sports town, so baseball and football and stuff like that, but also any kind of hobby you might have, like figure skating or skiing. They have little figures of that and flowers and all kinds of animals, every different animal you can imagine, a puppy, a kitty, everything in addition to bunnies, cars and trucks and all kinds of stuff. So I usually buy a few of those, yes. Karen says they're hiding hard-boiled eggs and colored eggs in the garden. That's good because you have little kids still. We used to do that kind of thing, but we don't have anybody to hide them for now, unless we did for Crosby, my dog, and let him go out and find them. He probably would enjoy that. Let's see here. Best wishes for Easter from Lydia. Oops. And let's see here. A chocolate unicorn. A chocolate unicorn would be good. That would be, I think I probably have seen those. Let's see. Advos says, tomorrow I'm going to a concert. Oh, what kind of concert? Somebody that I would know, or a local band, or classical, or what kind of concert? Mickey says she got new soccer shoes. Okay. Do you do presents at Easter, usually, besides the candy? I'm just curious. In Poland, we generally put food, bread, egg, sausage, ham, a piece of cake. Chocolate's pretty recent, and it's usually if you have small children at home. Does Poland do, I can't remember, the bread that has the eggs baked in it? You know, the whole hard-boiled egg kind of thing sitting in the braided bread. My grandmother was Polish, and she did that, and I don't know if that was like a Polish thing or just a thing she picked up over the years. So yeah, I'm just catching up with you guys. Good to see all of you here and see what you're doing. Rose says she's working 5 days a week now. That's good, isn't it? I mean, it's better to be busy than not, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Freeze-dried candy, Angela says. Freeze-dried candy? Like what? Like what kind of candy do they, like, is it, I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know what would it be? Yeah, see, Michelle is asking also, what is freeze-dried candy? Hello, Erico. Hi, Paola. Hi, Juliet, Susan, Jenny. Let's see. A French rapper, Advos says they're going to see a French rapper, so I don't think you'd know him. I probably wouldn't. I know a few, only because of their association with Mika, like I know Soprano, but I don't know a lot of French rappers, you're right. Dried Skittles and gummies. Not my kind of thing, I think. Let's see here. Karen says usually sometimes they give small gifts to the kids, but usually it's just chocolate and eggs. Let's see. Okay, Karen says she knows what I'm talking about with the egg in the yeast dough. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I thought that was like an Eastern European thing. Just because, like I said, my Polish grandmother used to make it. Okay, let's see. Lots of people still joining. Welcome to all of you coming in now. I was a little late getting started, so don't worry. Don't feel like you're like you're really late. Priska says we just give sweets to the children for Easter. Yeah, those kids, they luck out, huh? Hi, Lydia. I see you. Sending me greetings from Belgium. Let's see. Advo says, if you care to check him out, it's Loma Paul. I've seen the name. I don't know the music, but I have. Am I saying that right? I don't even know if I said the name right, but I have seen the name. I don't know the music at all. Let's see here. Susan says her students bought large Easter eggs as a donation for charity, and they asked if they could break them open and eat them their last 10 minutes together. Oh, and I'm assuming you said yes. That would be a great way to spend your classroom time, eating chocolate, eating Easter eggs. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've caught up with all the comments, so we're good. So what are we talking about today besides the holidays coming up? Um, well, let's see. I guess maybe we should talk a little bit about Mika. So today marks 3 weeks until Mika's first festival of the season that we know about anyway, so far. It's in Cheltenham in the UK. So yeah, he'll be performing on April 26th, and it's the Cheltenham Jazz Festival, which is sold out, I believe. So if you don't have your tickets yet, it may be hard for you. I think some people may be reselling tickets if they can't make it, but general sales, I think, are closed because they are sold out. So anyway, that's 3 weeks from today. Those of you who are going, I'm pretty jealous. But I know for sure you're going to have a great time. I know there are quite a few of you here that are going. Karen says Michelle has 2 spares for Cheltenham. Okay, Michelle says, yes, I have 2 spare tickets for Cheltenham if anyone is interested. Okay, so if you are just learning about that festival now and think you want to go on April 26th, Michelle has 2 tickets for sale. And I saw on Twitter, I think somebody else said they had a couple tickets for sale. They can't make it for some reason now. So they are, there are tickets floating around, but not through the Cheltenham Jazz Festival site, apparently. So yeah. Let's see what else. I wanted to let you know that there have been a lot of fake Mika accounts suddenly springing up. There are always a few floating around out there, but just the last week or so, I've gotten a lot of reports from people getting approached privately on Instagram and Facebook by someone saying they're Mika's social media manager, and it's a different name. There's many different accounts. So it's kind of hard to block all of those accounts. But if you get a message like that, I think most of you know that's not really Mika or his team. They don't approach fans like that. And they certainly wouldn't ask you for any personal details or any money. So if you do get a message like that, please report it to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter if they approach you on Twitter. If you think of it, take a screenshot of the message and send it to me too. And everybody reporting them should get those accounts shut down pretty quick. But I can always approach Mika's team too, and they can get those accounts shut down pretty quick too. I know that there was a recent incident just last week where somebody really believed they were talking to Mika, and I just worry. I don't want anybody to lose any money or, reveal any personal information or anything. So I think most of you know that. But if you get a message like that, yes, report it, block them. Like Rose says, she blocks them, and send it to me. So we can make sure that, nobody else is victimized. And I will be posting a reminder on our social media about that, because like I said, in the last week or so, it just seems like there's been so many. I've probably gotten 7 or 8 reports about it. So yeah, let's try to nip that in the bud. Yeah, see, a lot of you are saying that you've gotten some reports like that. Angela says, can we have a little fun with them first? Yeah, sure. As long as you know you're in control, go for it. That's fine with me. But in the end, please be sure to report them so we can shut them down. Let's see. What else did I want to talk to you about? Raishu says she's getting some from Lang Lang too, since the piano show fake Lang Langs. Well, I know I've gotten them from like fake Rufus Wainwright accounts and things like that. So there's always somebody out there looking to scam you or, make a quick buck off you. So be careful. That's all. CJ says I pronounced Cheltenham posher. I don't say Cheltenham anyway. It's Cheltenham. Cheltenham, kind of like you. Let's see here. Ask the scammers for money. Yeah, you could do that. Let's see. Okay. What else did I want to tell you this week? If you do visit our website, or if you follow me here regularly on the Instagram stories, you'll know that we are beginning our work on the 2022 yearbook. I'm just reading some of your comments. Is Cheltenham like Gloucester? Yeah, I think it is. It's sort of scrunched together. You don't necessarily pronounce every syllable, right? Anyway, we're starting work on our 2022 yearbook, and if you don't know, almost every year that the Mika Fan Club has been in existence, we have put together a sort of remembrance book of the previous year, where we submit artwork, we submit photos from gigs, we submit reports about gigs, we include some messages to Mika and some other stuff just to help us remember the past year. And we attempt to give it to Mika every year, and usually manage to in person or via mail. And it's just a good retrospective, a memory of what's happened in the past year, of our community, of the fandom, and of what Mika has done. So if you haven't seen our past yearbooks, I am going to post a little bit about them to try to help you understand what we do. And I'll try to also explain how it works a little bit. I know a lot of people are confused. And if I write it down, then maybe you can translate it into a language that you understand, since I'm only really, monolingual. I can do a little bit of Italian, but anyway, this is like a yearbook from 2015. And as you can see, we, have a really nice cover. We get it bound really nice. And inside we have some beautiful artwork. We have some beautiful pictures. Oh, that was a fake ad that we did. Let's see here. This is some of the reports and some of the beautiful photography we have. And like I said, we do this every year. And we sell the yearbook at the end. You can buy it or get a PDF file of the book. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want the hard copy. And anyway, we want to get as many people involved as we can. And if you have some Mika artwork or some Mika memories you want to share, we'd love to hear from you. So again, I urge you to go to mikafanclub.com and create an account if you don't have one yet, and then look for the yearbook discussion thread, and you can talk with others as we are planning and volunteer to contribute different things. At this point right now, we are taking a poll, voting on the name and the theme of the yearbook for next year. We've been talking a lot about flowers since Mika did the Rite of Spring tour in the early part of last year, about a year ago, in fact. And we want to sort of tie into that. So some of the titles that were suggested, well, most of the titles that were suggested that we're voting on have to do with flowers or blossoms, or so we'd love to get your vote and your input. So yeah, let's see what's confusing. Oh, the pronunciation of Cheltenham and Gloucester and some of the British cities, like Worcestershire, which is Worcester, right? Some Sweet 38 Cherry says, what is that above you? Turquoise green. I'm not sure what you're asking. Turquoise green. This right here? Is this what you're asking? Maybe. Let me see if I can get it down without knocking everything else down. If this is what you're asking, this is like a school book that was given, it was sold during the Boy Who Knew Too Much tour. This one is from 2010. You can see here. This one actually Mika has drawn on a certain number of them. He kind of customized. But the book itself came, you can see inside here. It had, it was like a school notebook. And it came with some stickers that you could decorate yourself. And I'm trying to find, yeah. And this one, like I said, Mika decorated this one and put stickers on and signed it down here. Yeah, that's his signature right there. It's backwards, but yeah. So that's, if that's what you were talking about, because that's kind of greenish. If you're talking about this, that is just a badge that says Mika. It's from way back in 2007. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure if that's what you were talking about, but yes. Karen says if he sold a few of these, if he sold these now, she'd buy them for her kids. Yeah, they could actually use them, right? Yes, these are kind of rare. I was lucky that someone got this for me. I did not see this tour at all, but a friend got this for me, just like the Imaginarium program also. So yeah. Yeah, that yearbook, like I said, was from 2015, and we always have such talented artists here in the fan club, and they come up with some great ideas and then execute them, and the yearbooks have always looked really nice. I think all the covers have been really nice. This was last year's, if you didn't see last year's, and that's the back cover. So yeah, they all look really nice, but we would love to have you contribute and contribute some of the artwork on the inside, or poems, or even like some short text if you have, write a report about a gig that you saw, or your thoughts about the yo-yo video or the bolero video. Those both came out last year, right? And we're focusing right on things that just happened in 2022. So yeah, this was the back of the other yearbook that I showed you. And it had the flags of all the different countries that are represented. And we have so many people from all over the world. And that's always so cool. And we try to get as many people involved as we can. So please, if you haven't yet, please go over to the website and sign up and get involved with that, because it's kind of fun to do, especially when, like right now, it's quiet. Mika is not doing anything, so it gives us something to talk about and focus on that is Mika related. And then once he starts, you can pay attention to what he's doing with that, but you'll have the yearbook stuff to fill in the gaps, I guess. Where can you get it? Oh, I guess you're asking, Sweet 38 Cherry, you're asking about this. Right now, the only place that you would get this would be on like an auction site, like eBay or something, if somebody was selling one. They're not for sale anywhere, like they're not for sale on Mika's site or anything like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Mael asks, what's the favorite piece of my collection? You know, I have a lot of favorites, and I have a few things that are kind of, I have a few things that Mika has signed that are not here, that are pretty special. And I have said before, I have a sweatshirt from the early days, from the Dodgy Holiday tour, that all the band has signed and Mika has signed, and that's pretty special. So it's hard for me. It's always hard for me to choose like one favorite thing. Let's see, Melody. Of the signed one, I made a tour memory book, letting all MFCers sign at the gig. You mean this one? Wow, that's cool. Steele says, wonder why Mika always uses the Illuminati eye and pictures of the devil. Pictures of the devil, I can't really answer, but I think the eye, in Arabic culture, the Hamza, you've seen, maybe it's like a hand that has an eye on it. And I think the evil eye is also, do I have anything that has that? No, I don't have anything handy that has the evil eye on it, but you know, it's supposed to be to ward off evil spirits, and I think that's why he uses that symbolism a lot. I'm not sure about the devil. I don't know. Steele says that his collector eye is looking. Yeah, one day maybe I'll like show everything that I have. So I'll find a good way to show everything I have. And then some of you that are major collectors, we should do that too, and get a close-up look on all the different things that you have. Let's see here. Okay. Andrea says Mika better be doing something. He's got 2 albums due. I'm sure he's busy and doing something. JMR Picture asks, are you going to be at the concert this summer in Monaco? Me? No. Definitely not, but I think there are some people here who will be going. Will you be there? I think Andrea is going, right? And I think maybe Priska is. So some people who are actually here in the chat will be there. So if you're looking to hook up with somebody from the fan club, so you're not alone, that you will definitely find people here that are there, that will be there, I mean. Let's see. Oh, hi, Patricia. Hi, Nazika. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, CJ's got a great collection, too. I would love to. We should do that. Maybe later this month we'll see if I can get all of you collectors to come in and share all of your stuff. That would be great. I would enjoy that, too. Is there any chance, Zlata asks, is there any chance to get old Mika Fan Club yearbook from the past years that are not for sale? Well, yes, I think so. I know I have a lot of the files from the years that I was working on it, but in the very early years, like the first couple, I didn't work on those, so I don't have those files. So all I have is the finished PDF version of that. So if I can convert that and get that to be published, then yes, but I don't know how easy that will be. I'm not sure. But the ones that I like, maybe from 2016 or so on, I think a lot of those are still on Lulu, which is the publishing website that we use. I'll look, Zlata. I think that you've asked me about this before, maybe, and I have sort of dropped the ball on that. So some of them we may only be able to do in PDF. If I don't have the original files, I don't know if I'll be able to turn that into a book again, like a real published book. So JMR Picture asks, do you know if Mika will come back in Los Angeles? There's nothing immediately scheduled, so, but I'm sure that eventually, when he has another album out to promote, he generally comes to the U.S., and LA is almost always one of the cities that he visits. So I think we can say yes, but I surely can't tell you when. I have no idea when he might get back. Yeah, we know Mickey has a lot of CDs, but I don't think they're all Mika. Let's see here. Yeah. So, yes, let's talk about future Instagram lives. I have talked about in the past maybe doing some kind of a coffee shop kind of thing, and having several of you who are very talented singers or performers, piano, guitar, saxophone, something like that. If you would want to come on, and we could do a whole hour of just that. I think that would be fun. We haven't done that for a while, and if I could get enough of you to do that, and if the internet cooperates, maybe we would be able to do kind of like a coffee shop, like I said, and like a coffee shop performance. And I think I'd also like to do a collector's corner, a collector's hour, and yeah, so tell me, some other ideas of things that you'd like to do. I know we've said jokingly, I think you're joking when you say cooking with Deb. And I have toyed with the idea, but I don't know if I could actually do that. We'll see. But CJ said, she asked me on my Instagram story sticker where I was looking for ideas for today. She said, if I was going to do a cooking with Deb and Mika was going to come, what would I make for him? And that was kind of interesting. I know he likes spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce. So I would make mine, which I think is probably different, and maybe make a lasagna. That's something I know I make pretty good. So, otherwise, I'm not sure. That'd be kind of time consuming. It would kind of take a long time to put that together. But maybe we'll see. And it would be very messy, and you would see what a messy cook I am. So, but I do think that would be what I would make for Mika if he was coming. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I guess that was it. I was looking for ideas from you guys, and only a couple of you submitted ideas, and I really was not joking. I am desperate for things to talk with you about sometimes. I don't know what you're interested in and what you'd like to talk about. So yeah, please don't ever hesitate. Please feel free to, bombard me with your ideas. I would love to hear. Let's see here. Sweet 38 Cherry says, I barely have 2 Mika albums from some concerts in 2007 and 2008. Aha. Well, let's see here. Hi, Charlene. You weren't joking about cooking with Mika or cooking with Deb? Oh, please. Well, let's see here. I'll experiment with it. It may take me a while to figure out the logistics of how to make that happen. We'll see. Whoops. We'll see. Almost lost my phone there. Let's see here. What else? CJ says she'd cook Mika a steak. I think he'd probably like that. He seems like Andrea knows a good spanakopita recipe. Wonder where you got that from. Raishu asks, do you know when Mika will appear for The Voice in France? I believe I heard it's later in May, because he's going to be what they're calling a super coach. He's obviously not going to be on all the episodes. I'm not even sure if it's more than one episode. It may only just be one, but I think it's later in May. For some reason, the 23rd, the date, the 23rd sticks in my mind. But I'm not sure exactly, but it's later in May. Angela says, have you had any silly Mika dreams? No. I have not. Maybe have any of you? Maybe we have to keep it, G-rated. So the only dream that I can remember ever having about Mika in general, Mika was not in, it was about him. And I was walking in London and I found his dogs. They were had gotten away. And I had his dogs, but even in my dreams, he was not there. He's always someplace else. So I can't even really dream about him properly, but I did dream about finding his lost dogs. Yeah. CJ is going to see Mika's camels. As some of you may know, we adopted a couple camels at the zoo in Cheshire, on Mika's behalf, and CJ is going to go visit them, and I can't wait to see some pictures. CJ, that's going to be cool. Allie Oaks asks, do you know when Mika will be in Sicily for a concert? I do not. He has a number of Italian dates this summer for festivals and a few other things. But nothing for Sicily has been announced, so I have no idea. I'm sorry. He has been there in the past, but I don't think there's anything on the agenda right now. There's definitely nothing that's been officially announced. Let's see here. Okay. I didn't lose my phone. It was falling off of the stand. See, that's the problem I have. This is the only tripod I have, and this is about as high as it goes. So I'm not sure if this would be tall enough for me to do cooking with Deb in my kitchen because I have a higher countertop, so I'm not sure. I would have to get a whole new tripod, and I don't know if it's worth it to do that. So we'll see. Yeah, let's see here. La data in Sicilia è stata annullata letto ieri sera. The date in Sicily was canceled yesterday evening. Um, I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. I can't answer that. I don't know anything about it, Angela. Priska says she dreamed last night about Mika. He was friendly. That's pretty funny. Does anybody else know what Angela means about the date in Sicily canceled yesterday? I don't. Okay. Lisa says, please, just one day try cooking with Deb. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. If I do, then somebody else is going to have to as well. B says Taormina was just a rumor. Yeah, it was never a thing. So, yeah. Ma non l'aveva annunciata, infatti. Yeah, it was never announced. So, I don't know how you cancel something that was not announced officially, but yeah. Non è mai stata annunciata la data. Yeah, the date in Sicily was never announced officially, so it was just floating around in some newspapers or magazines, and yeah. Steele says if I do a full cooking episode, he'll make toast. Well, how can I resist that offer? Yeah. Ok, tanti auguri di buona Pasqua che arriva questo weekend. Yes, happy Easter to you this weekend as well, Lydia. Tamaki sushi. Wow. I took a sushi making class once. Just made a very basic sushi, I think it was a tuna roll, very basic. I've never done it since. So, I don't know if I would attempt that on cooking with Deb. So yeah. What did pop yo? I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to people who are coming in late. We are going to be wrapping up in about 10 minutes or so. Someone asks, what do you think is the most underrated Mika song? We talked about this a little bit last week, or was it last week or the week before? What we felt was the most underrated song. There's, Michelle, I do not think that Erase is underrated. I can honestly say that. I don't think it's underrated. I don't think it could be underrated enough. Well, I think that I feel like San Remo is very underrated. I feel like so many Mika songs are underrated. I feel like they don't get the attention they deserve from the greater public. But if you're talking about like underrated among Mika fans, yeah, I have a lot of little favorites that I think people should listen to more. like 1 Foot Boy. I think 1 Foot Boy was a great song. And I still think San Remo was a great song. What was underrated? Or what does underrated mean? Underrated ratio? It means, do you mean what does the word underrated mean? It means not appreciated, not, not given the attention it's worth. Allie Oaks says, I'm already making pizza for my daughter and friend. Pizza's pretty good. Patricia asks, will Mika still announce concert dates? I think there may be some more dates, but I'm not sure. The schedule is getting pretty full, but I think there may be a few more dates, but who knows? I don't usually get that kind of inside info, but I do think that there might be a few more dates. It seems like there's some gaps that could be filled in. I could cook pasta pasticciata in the oven. I could if I knew what it was. What is pasta pasticciata? Pasta, I don't know. I could try that. Steele says, gave it all away. Is that your underrated song, Steele? Michelle says, what if the account is Mika in disguise and he's figuring out his lineup for Cheltenham? Could be. What songs has Mika written for others? Is there a list? To be honest, I don't really know of that many. I know of the one song that he did for Eros Ramazzotti. After that, I'm not really sure. I don't think I know of any that we know for sure that he wrote for other people. I think he wrote one. I'm not sure if he wrote it alone, but I think he wrote one that LP recorded. But I don't know, and I know if there is a list, I don't know. I have not seen it. Let's see here. Hello, Pineapple Gangster. Hello, Insta Patience. Blue is Feminine. Hi. It's good to see you guys. He's writing one for Madonna. He is writing one for Madonna now. He wrote one. I don't know that he wrote it for Madonna. I think he wrote it and it ended up, Madonna took it and changed it quite a lot. That when he wrote it, it was called Bang Bang, and when she finally did it, it was called Gang Bang, and it was a lot different than how it started out with what he had written. But like I said, I don't know that he wrote it for her. I think maybe he was writing it for himself, and then it ended up being used by her. And Angela says she saw the LP song and his name was on it, and the next time I checked, it was off. I don't know about that. But like I said, I don't know of any list. He gave Boyzone the song, gave it all away. Yes, that's true. I wouldn't say he wrote it. I don't think he wrote it for them, though. I think he had written it, and then he gave it to them. But I don't think he wrote it for them. You know what I mean? Like they didn't say, write us a song, and he wrote it for them. Pasta pasticciata is with ragu, mozzarella, and ham. That sounds good. It sounds like something I could do. Has anyone discovered what Mika's other pseudonyms were? He mentioned Alice in an interview. Well, I don't know. I don't know what his other... Yeah, he said he had a couple. He said he had a group of fake names that he used, right? But I don't know. I have never seen any other name mentioned. So... let's see here. Steele says he wrote a song called Bang Bang, which was a song about all the things his grandfather used to say to him. And then one of the co-writers showed the song to Madonna, who then made several changes. Yes, I believe that is exactly how it went. And it seems to me like I heard a version of Bang Bang at some point before Madonna's changes, but I don't know if I have that anywhere, and I don't know where I would have heard that, but if I feel like I did see that somewhere at some point. So yeah. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Paulina. Welcome. We are just getting ready to wind up, I think, because it's just gone past 3 for me. House on Fire for Singer LP. Zlata says, yes, that's what we were talking about before. And Angela said the last time she looked that his name hadn't been removed from that song. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I am sorry that I didn't get to bring anybody in this week. I was not really comfortable doing that because I'm on my phone again, and that it's harder. And plus, we just started chatting, and I lost track of time, and now it is almost after 3. So yeah. So hi, Mikey. Yeah, don't apologize for being late. However, we are getting ready to wrap it up. So I think that we're going to have to say love you and leave you. So anyway, I will just recap and say, if you want to get involved with the Mika Fan Club yearbook, please go over to mikafanclub.com and create an account if you don't have one already, so that you can then look for the yearbook discussion thread and join in. You can vote for the title of the yearbook right now, and soon we will be putting out instructions on how you can submit photos or artwork or poetry or a message to Mika or a gig report or whatever. We don't have those going yet, but we will soon. And the deadline for voting on the title of the yearbook is this weekend. We're kind of trying to do things quickly this year because we got a little bit of a late start. So please go over to the site and get involved. And you don't have to be an artist. You can write something, or you can help in some other ways maybe. So please, please, please do that. And I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to remind you of. I think that was the main thing. So yeah, we will do this again maybe next week at the same time, or I'm not sure about next week. We'll keep an eye on the Instagram stories, and I'll let you know when the next one will be. Next week may be tough for me. We'll see. Anyway, until then, please have a good week. Have a good Easter if you're going to be celebrating it. A good Passover if you're celebrating that. Yeah, happy birthday if you're going to be having a birthday. And I will talk to you again really, really soon. Thanks, everybody, for everything. Okay, bye-bye.